Want to learn crypto, but not sure where to start? How are you, crypto hero candidate? In the past, I was also very confused when I first learned crypto. The ups and downs of the charts like a roller coaster, the technical terms like blockchain, DeFi, NFT. Wow, what a headache. But calm down. Today, I'm giving you 4 ways to learn crypto without the hassle. Suitable for those of you who like to read, practice, or just listen while lying down. Let's go. Why do so many beginners fail? Imagine entering the culinary world for the first time and being presented with a French soufflé recipe with 50 French ingredients. Well, that's how crypto newbies feel when they first read terms like white paper, smart contract, or decentralized ledger. It's not just the flood of technical terms, but the clutter of learning resources, like trying to drink from a fire hose. Should we start with YouTube, podcasts, or blog articles where one says, buy BTC now, while the other shouts, stay away from crypto? The result? Confusion, frustration, then giving up. But don't worry, the solution is simpler than you think. Choose a learning method that aligns with the rhythm of your brain. Let's dive into the first slow but powerful method. Method 1. Books, a loyal friend to the patient learner. Crypto is like complicated cooking. If you rush, it will burn. But if you slow down, the flavor sinks in. Why are books suitable for slow learners? Books are like private mentors who are never in a hurry. You can highlight, scribble, or even take a nap in the middle of a chapter without fear of missing the live session. A concrete example? Take books like The Basics of Bitcoins and Blockchains by Anthony Lewis, available on Amazon for $15 to $20, or Crypto Assets by Chris Burnisk, $25 to $30. Both explain concepts like blockchain or DeFi with simple analogies, the way you would explain them to your grandmother. Practical examples, from book to action on an exchange. For example, let's say you read a chapter on how exchanges work, like Binance or Coinbase. In the book, the author compares the order book to the coffee shop order list. Someone wants to buy Bitcoin, BTC, at $30,000. Someone sells it at $30,500. After understanding, open an account on Binance. Look at the BTC/USD order book and try pattern analysis while remembering the explanation in the book. Asterisk effective learning steps asterisk. 1. One chapter/day. For example, today learn stablecoins, such as USDT/USDC pegged to USD. 2. Write it down in your own words. Stablecoins are like digital money whose value follows the USD, used to avoid the volatility of other cryptos. 3. Mini practice. Transfer $100 from your bank account to Coinbase by USDC and store it in your digital wallet. See how it stays at $100 even if BTC prices go up and down. Inspirational story. Jennifer, housewife turned crypto investor. Jennifer, 38 years old, was initially overwhelmed by the technical terms. But she bought the book Cryptocurrency Investing for Dummies, $18 on Amazon, studied one chapter every night while drinking tea. Within 3 months, he understood how to read candlestick charts, differentiate shitcoin projects versus those with use cases, like Ethereum, and started investing $50 per month on Binance. Now his portfolio is up 65% in a year without any stress. Warning, don't get caught up in FOMO, fear of missing out, and jump to another chapter before understanding. It's like how you can't make a 3-layer cake if you haven't mastered how to boil an egg. Main key. Books are the traffic-free highway to crypto understanding. With examples of USD and exchanges, you can see how theory becomes practice. Start with $10 to $20 to buy a book, then $50 to $100 to test on platforms like Kraken or Gemini. Slowly, consistently, and the profits will come. People say crypto is fast, but it's the slow and steady that wins. Method 2. Modules. Practical learning for those who like to get hands-on. If you're the type of person who doesn't like to listen to lectures, but immediately wants to take the wheel, this method is for you. Think of learning crypto like a diving course. Theory is important, but it's getting into the water that makes you good. Why are modules suitable for hands-on learner? Modules are crypto simulators that turn theory into action. For example, you can join the How to Trade Bitcoin on Binance module on the Crypto Kings community Discord for free, or buy the premium DeFi Masterclass course on Udemy for $30 to $50. Here, you are immediately invited. Set up an account on an exchange, example, deposit $100 to Binance. Practice buying ETH, swap to USDT stablecoin, or participate in yield farming on platforms like Aave. Simple chart analysis using RSI or MACD indicators. Practical example, from module to profit. Imagine a module titled Crypto Arbitrage for Beginners. The mentor explains how to take advantage of the difference in BTC prices on Coinbase, $30,200, and Kraken, $30,300. With $1,000, you buy BTC on Coinbase, transfer it to Kraken, and then sell it profiting $100 before fees. Of course, this is just a simulation, but the mindset is the same. Learn while you earn. Inspirational story. Steve, the driver who became a part-time trader. Steve, 27 years old, started taking free modules in Telegram groups. From there, he learned how to deposit $50 on Binance, buy ADA, Cardano, and sell when the price rose 20%. Now, Steve joins a paid community on Discord, $10 per month, to access trading signals. His portfolio grew 40% in 6 months. No economics classes required. Warning: don't just trust the 100% profit guarantee module. There are many scammers in the guise of mentors. Check the track record of the community. Example: have 10K plus active members? Any real testimonials? Start with small capital. Practice the strategy with $10 to $20 first, then increase the portion. Modules are the playground for strategy testing. Join communities like Binance Squad, Discord, or buy courses on Udemy with a budget of $20 to $100. Method 3. Research journals. The secret weapon of data detectives. If you're the type who trusts spreadsheets more than words, this is the way to go. Here, crypto is not about feelings or rumors, but numbers, graphs, and financial ratios that can't lie. Why research journals are for analytical people. Research journals are like MRIs for crypto projects. For example, the State of Ethereum Q3 2023 report on Messari, free/premium access, thoroughly examines network growth, e.g., daily transaction count up 25%. Competitor analysis, Ethereum versus Solana in terms of gas fees. Price predictions based on on-chain metrics, such as flow of funds to exchanges. Practical example, reading a fund manager's report. 1. Start from the executive summary. Look for points like total value locked, TVL, in DeFi fell 15% as the Fed raised interest rates. 2. Jump to the recommendations section. For example, the author suggests accumulating BTC in the range of $50,000 to $55,000. 3. Verify data. Compare with other sources, CoinMarketCap, Glassnode, to ensure consistency. Inspirational story. Mia, the financial analyst who switched to crypto. Mia, 32 years old, uses her expertise in analyzing corporate financial statements to assess crypto projects. She subscribes to Messari Pro, $30 per month, for access to in-depth reports. While reading the analysis on Polkadot, she discovered DOT's low token burn rate and increased developer activity. He invested $500 in DOT via Kraken, and 8 months later, the price jumped 90%. Effective learning stages. 1. Create a cheat sheet of important metrics. TVL, total value locked. How much funds are locked in the protocol? Example, Uniswap TVL $4 billion. Market cap versus FDV, fully diluted valuation. Avoid projects with FDV 10x market cap. This could be a bubble. 2. Use supporting tools. TradingView for technical analysis. Example, BTC/USD trend line on weekly chart. Dune Analytics for on-chain data tracking. How many whales are buying ETH? Warning, don't fall into the paralysis by analysis trap. Data is important, but decisions still need to be made. It's like you don't have to wait for all the green lights before you start driving. Research journals are a treasure map for analytics. Start with Messari for free, then upgrade to the pro version when you're comfortable. Crypto is like a maze. Modules give you a flashlight, research journals give you a map. Combine the two, and you can find the fastest way to the exit. Method 4. Video/podcast. School by ear for multitaskers. If you're the type of person who can dive in and drink water learning crypto while driving, cooking, or going for a morning run, this is the way to go. Think of crypto podcasts like an up-to-date chat buddy or educational videos like the financial version of Netflix. Why are videos/podcasts suitable for auditory learner? The auditory brain learns through the rhythm of sound and story. Example: YouTube. This channel discusses mindset and education with simple analogies, such as investing is like planting a tree. It takes time to grow, and once it grows, it gets bigger and bigger. Podcast. This channel is also like a monologue podcast, suitable for listening while jogging, driving, cooking, and so on. I intentionally made it like this, so that you can learn while doing other activities without having to watch a video. Shorts/Reels, 60-second content on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, etc. Practical example, from podcast to portfolio. For example, in the episode, Bitcoin Having 2024, the interviewee says, BTC price history always goes up 12 to 18 months post-halving. You take note of this point, then set up a DCA, dollar cost averaging, strategy of buying $50 BTC every month via Binance, while monitoring the April 2024 halving calendar. Inspiring story. Brienne, courier turned crypto enthusiast. Brienne, 25 years old, spends 2 hours a day listening to the podcast Crazy Ways to Get Rich from Crypto while delivering packages. From there, he understood the concept of staking and chose Polkadot, which shares 12% per year. With a capital of $200 in Kraken, he staked DOT and got passive income of $2 per month. Small, but enough to pay for internet data. Pro tips. 1. Speed 1.5x. Time efficiency. 1 hour podcast becomes 40 minutes. 2. Record points on HP. Create a crypto notes folder in Google Keep. Example note. Vitalik Buterin says, Ethereum focuses on scalability post-merger. 3. Join live session. There are many free webinars on the crypto community Zoom, such as the How to Read Candlesticks the Pro Way discussion while practicing on TradingView. Warning, don't get caught in the echo chamber. If all the podcasts are saying is SHIB to the moon, look for other sources that are more objective. Remember, even Elon Musk can get his predictions wrong. The ideal combination. The secret recipe to become a crypto polyglot. Crypto mastery is like being an expert translator. You can read books, theory, practice modules, context, analyze data, grammar, and listen to podcasts, pronunciation. Combine them all, and you'll be fluent. Sample professional-style daily plan. 1. Morning, 30 minutes. Read 1 chapter of the book, Mastering Bitcoin, over breakfast. Note down technical terms like hash rate or mining difficulty. 2. Afternoon, 20 minutes. Listen to a podcast while walking to the shop. For example, focus on macro analysis. What is the impact of U.S. inflation on ETH price? 3. Afternoon, 1 hour. Join the Crypto Trading for Beginners module in the Discord community. Practice BTC/USD scalping with $10 capital on Binance. 4. Evening, 30 minutes. Read Messari's report on Layer 2 projects, such as Arbitrum. Check metrics like transaction fees and number of active users. Inspiring story. Clara, the student who became a crypto multitasker. Clara, 21 years old, combines all methods. Books, Blockchain Basics, 1 chapter/day. Podcast, The Defiant, listen while cycling. Modules, $20 course on Udemy about NFTs. Research journal, GameFi project analysis via DappRadar. Within 1 year, his portfolio, initial capital of $300, grew to $1,200 thanks to investments in Ethereum and Optimism airdrops. Warning, don't overload. Limit your study time to 2 to 3 hours per day. The brain needs a break to let the info sink in. Weekly evaluation. Check your progress every Saturday. Example, do I understand the difference between POW versus POS? Have you tried staking yet? Closing. Crypto is a language, not just a skill. At first, everything felt unfamiliar. Candlestick charts like hieroglyphics, white papers like science fiction novels. But just like learning Spanish or coding Python, the key is consistency. Start small. Allocate $50 per month to buy books/modules. Set aside 1 hour per day to study. Can be divided into 4 by 15 minutes. Join one community, Discord/Telegram, for questions and answers. Over time, you will realize terms like DeFi, FUD, or gas fee are no longer jargon, but part of your everyday vocabulary. The BTC/USD chart on Coinbase is no longer a random line, but a story about market psychology. People say crypto is complicated, but look at a baby learning to walk, up and down, until it finally runs. The key is only one: don't stop. Okay, before we end, don't forget our golden rules. 5 important rules of Mr. So Crypto. First, don't use hot money. Use extra or idle money. Do not use money for daily needs or money that will be used in the near future. Second, don't over-leverage. Risk what you can afford to lose if you trade derivatives, futures. Always use a stop loss because the crypto market is very volatile. Third, 70 Bitcoin 30 altcoin. Always allocate more in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the parent of crypto. By allocating more in Bitcoin, your portfolio will be safer when the market does not meet expectations. Fourth, always stay cash. Always stay in cash 10 to 20 to buy when the market discounts or drops significantly. Then you can sell when the price has risen, so that you still have cash for the next discount. Fifth, think long-term. Investing is not about 1 or 2 days to get rich. So think long-term and minimize the risks that might make your money disappear. Everything takes time. Remember, Warren Buffett didn't build his fortune overnight. If you find this video useful, help us to continue to make videos like this by clicking subscribe and share with your family and friends. Don't forget to let us know in the comments column if there is anything you have questions about, because your comments mean a lot to build this channel. See you soon, and don't forget, HODL knowledge and mindset first, then HODL assets. Now, take the first step, choose one method, and start today.